Hey there, this is Ashley Weber, and today we are going to be doing yin yoga for the feet. Did you know that your feet are so interconnected to the rest of your body that we don't realize that sometimes when our back is tight, we actually have tight feet. And when we release our feet, that can help the entire body feel better. So let's get started. All right, so today we're going to start kneeling, and if you have a harder mat, you can roll up a blanket and you can kneel on a blanket. We're going to come to our knees, and you're going to curl your toes under, and you want to try to get as much of your toes on the mat. So you want to really get those pinky toes on. So we're going to walk our knees and our ankles close to the center. And then you'll just test the water by sitting back. And so notice what that feels like. So we're approaching this yin style today. So that means less is more. That means backing off a lot if you feel strong sensation. So some of us are really tight in our feet, so we'll stay here. Others might feel like coming up, sitting back towards your heels is a little more appropriate. We're going to be here for about 10 breaths. So start to slow down your breathing and feel as if you're surrendering into the floor, your shoulders are softening, your sitting bones are getting heavy. There's a lot of heaviness in your body as you sit here. And what you can do, a little variation, is to shift your weight just a little bit to the left and then a little bit to the right. So you're going back and forth, and you can, if you go really slow, you can start to notice maybe the individual toe that feels a little tighter, a little congested, and you can start to work that out. We'll take a few more moments here. And just noticing when it's appropriate to back off. So maybe you're done and maybe you want to be low again. Honor that. This is a practice of listening to your body. One more breath. And then we'll slowly start to walk our hands forward, and you want to get that blood back in your toes. You want to recirculate. So you'll tap out your toes. Then we're going to come into child's pose. So we're going to take our knees the width of our mat, our big toes together, and you'll sit back. And then we'll do a little bit of an active child's pose. So we're going to climb our hands up our mat and then sit back. And just feel the back body expand. Feel the low back open as you inhale. And then as you exhale, soften into the floor. And we'll take one more breath. All right, let's rise up nice and slow. And then we're going to do another really fun release. We're going to use our feet, or the bone on the top of our foot, as a tool to massage the other arch of our foot. So this one can be a little bit intense. So you want to go slow. So we're back on all fours, and you're going to take your left top of your foot on top of your right arch. So you're stacking those feet, and then you'll just sit back. And you're probably not going to sit back all the way, but you'll notice that that bone is pushing down into the arch of the right foot, and it's sort of giving it all this pressure. And so that tight muscle has to soften and relax into this. So we'll be here for a few moments. And if you're not feeling anything at all, you want to readjust your foot. So you want to kind of play around with the foot positioning, and you'll find something there eventually if you dig around enough. But we'll be here for 4 more breaths. And as you stay here, can you soften the shoulders, let the jaw soften, Let your teeth part. And then if you really want to add another layer, you can take the top foot and kind of drag it down the center of the arch of the right foot. So it's like this lot of sensation. And then we'll come out of it. So you'll come forward, you'll tap out your toes, and then we'll do the second side. So we're going to take our right foot and stack it on top of our left foot. So that left arch gets to release, and then you'll sit back. And then maybe adjust your foot so you feel that pressure in your arch. And then always come back to the breath. So I like to think of yoga more breath than brain, and that can take you out of your thoughts and into your body, even when it's not comfortable. So then if you want to slide that right foot, that right top of the foot down, that arch, give you a little extra release. And then we'll come out. And then we'll actually stay on all fours. And you're going to tap out your toes. And then we're going to start working the calves, or the foot and the calves. So we're going to curl our left toes under. And we're going to rock a little bit forward and a little bit back. So you're getting a little bit of a calf Achilles stretch. And then you can roll onto kind of the outer border of the foot, more the pinky toe edge. And then back to the center, and then onto the big toe edge, and then back to the center. And then we'll set that foot down, and then we'll do the second side. We're going to roll it out. Then you're going to go to the big toe edge, and then back to center, and then the pinky toe edge, and you're just kind of feeling it out as you go, listening to that inner teacher, that intuition, just steering you where the places need attention. And then we'll come back to center. Okay, so we're going to do another kind of a self-massage with, this time with our shin bone. So we'll come back to all fours, and we'll take our left knee, and we're going to turn it out like a dog at a fire hydrant. And then we're going to take the shin right underneath our right knee. And then the fun part, the interesting part, you get to sit back and notice sensation here. So this is all about your right calf muscle getting compressed and staying with it, breathing into it. We'll take one more breath. And then slowly we're going to come forward. We'll take it into a new spot on our calf. So we're going to move that shin bone down about an inch. And when you sit back, you'll feel how you're on more of this middle of the calf muscle rather than the top of the calf muscle like we were earlier. And it's like so typical. People will get into their shoulders here, but we want to be mindful of that. So you're going to soften your elbows, soften your shoulders, and just surrender the upper body. So try to let the upper body not get tense just because we're releasing our right calf. All right, let's come out of that because we have one more to go, one more little spot on our right calf. We're going to go an inch lower from there. And when we sit back, we'll be on the lowest part of our calf. So we're not in the Achilles, we're not on the ankle bone, we're still on that calf muscle. And we'll take 3 more breaths here. And then one more breath. And we'll come out of that. and notice what that's like. Just come to all fours and just feel how just in the body there's a little bit of a asymmetry, a little bit of a shift. So I just feel, personally, I feel lighter in my right leg than in my left. So just notice that, and then we'll do the second side. So we're going to take our right shin and we'll turn it out like a dog at a fire hydrant, and we'll take the right shin bone right behind the left knee, and then we sit back. Ooh. So you might find that one calf is a lot tighter than the other. So then in that case, you want to give yourself just enough sensation. They refer to your calf muscle as the second heart. So your calves actually pump a lot of blood, and they tend to be overused. So this is a really good tool. This is a really good thing to do from time to time regularly. And we'll come forward. And we'll exhale. So then we're going to take the shin just another inch lower and sit back again. And then we'll come forward, and last time. So we're going to take that shin one more inch, and when you sit back, you're at the bottom of the calf muscle, the very end, and you're breathing. You're not giving up. We're almost done with this. And 2 more breaths. All right, and then we're done with that. So you're going to come to all fours and feel what that's like. Hopefully you feel more symmetrical and you just feel a little freer in those legs. So we're going to come back to child's pose one more time. We got our big toes together, knees wide. You'll sit back, and then you'll start to walk your hands up your mat. And maybe as you're in child's pose, you might notice it's a little bit different than our first one we have done together today. All right, so let's walk back up. We got just one more good thing for the feet, feet and ankles. So we'll lie on our back, and depending on what your low back is like, so sometimes it does not feel good to extend your legs long because that can irritate the low back. So we'll give you 2 options here. So we're going to start with our right leg up to the ceiling, and you'll catch behind your right thigh. And if this feels good, I would stay here. But if you want a little extra stretch, a little extra length in the spine and in the leg, you can certainly straighten the left leg long. But if you feel it in your low back, we're going to go back to the bent knee. All right, so it's a 4-part movement, and it seems simple, but I want you to really slow it down, breathe into it. We'll point our toe, and then we'll grip our foot. So it's almost like you flex your foot back and you make a fist, and then you extend, you flex, and then you extend. So we'll do that again. It's point, grip, flex, extend. And extend, I think of this as a Barbie foot, right? So it's like the ball of the foot extends, but the toes go back. All right, again, point, grip, flex, extend. Point, grip, flex, extend. One more time. Point, grip, flex, extend. And then we'll circle the foot around the ankle. And then the other direction. And then we'll go ahead and lower down and just see what that feels like in our body. And then we'll do the second side. So we'll take the other leg up, holding behind the thigh, and then extending your right leg long. And then we'll point, grip, flex, extend. Again, point, grip, flex, extend. And you're trying to go to your whole range, so you're really pointing and you're really gripping and flexing and extending. You're trying to get more range of motion in your foot here. And point, grip, flex, extend. Last time, point, grip, flex, and extend. And then you go for your circles, just getting that synovial fluid in your joint. And then reverse. And then we are going to completely lie down on our back. And let's do a little bit of traction on our spine. So you're going to interlace the fingers behind your head, and you're going to treat your shoulder blades like feet, and you're going to hike one shoulder up by your ear, set it down, other shoulder, set it down. And it's like you're walking your spine a little bit longer up your mat, and you may not go very far at all, but the point is to feel length. And then once you've gone all you can, you're going to go relax your head down. Thank you for taking time out of your day to practice. Namaste, and we will rest in Shavasana.